Welcome to the PB Game Time Playbook with Matt Porter and Jeff Greer.
Ready! Oh, man. Oh, man.
What's wrong with you?
Well, not only am I getting that fall sickness, but I'm about 3 weeks away from donning a Seminole Ridge cheerleader outfit.
Yeah, your picks are definitely on life support.
First up, we've got an epic game coming. Seminole Ridge is hosting Palm Beach Gardens. It's the rematch in the Hatch, the slugfest out west, the Loxahatchee Fracas. This game is going to be awesome. Gardens has been fantastic running the football all year. They showed last week that having Alex Clark back is going to be a huge factor in the playoffs until someone can figure out how to stop them. That running game is just going to be steamrolling people. Seminole Ridge got out to a quick lead when they played Gardens earlier this year. They were up 28-7, and boy, they barely held on. They ended up winning 28-27 on a missed extra point. I'll tell you what, Gardens, I think they've even been a little underrated by Matt and me this year. They're really a good team, but I just like that Ridge playoff experience a little too much here. Plus, they're at home, so I'm going to take Seminole Ridge in another thrilling contest, 24-23.
We've got a great showdown up on the Treasure Coast this week. Surprising Martin County is at Fort Pierce Central. Martin County went on the road to Punta Gorda last week and punched a powerhouse like Charlotte right in the mouth to advance to the second round. Fort Pierce Central, meanwhile, cruised in their opening round matchup. The last time these two teams met, Fort Pierce Central was a 27-0 winner. I think this game is going to be a little bit better than that was last time, but it's still tough to overcome Marcus Levy and Marcus Sigmund from Fort Pierce Central, two of the best playmakers on the Treasure Coast. They've got all kinds of tricks in their arsenal. I think it's going to be Fort Pierce Central at Longwood Stadium at home, 27-13.
Oakland Park Northeast is at Dwyer on Friday night. I saw Northeast play Palm Beach Central in the Kickoff Classic earlier this year, and Northeast has a lot of athletic players. I still think they're a little bit overmatched against Dwyer's defense. And I'll tell you what, I've said it all season long, the Achilles heel of Dwyer is its offense. I think when they actually play some pretty good competition, they're going to struggle to score points, but that's not going to happen this week. We're talking about maybe the region final, maybe the state semifinals when that starts to be more of a problem. So I'm going to take Dwyer at home easily, 27-6.
Awesome matchup here. Two of the best teams in the state in Class 3A meet at Delray Beach. University is at American Heritage this week. We've talked all year about American Heritage. They're fast, they're powerful. They got Greg Bryan in the backfield, Jeremy Gaskins and Marcus Davis too. Tons of weapons. But University, they're 12-0, and that's a legitimate 12-0 too. They played out-of-state teams. They played teams in-state. They've had teams forfeit against them. They're definitely a legitimate powerhouse, and they've got a lot of BCS athletes on that roster. So I think it's going to be tough. Remember earlier in the season when American Heritage played Glade Central? I see that game kind of happening here again. Down to the last play. Could be an overtime game, who knows. I'll take University on the road at American Heritage, 28-24.
Glade Central hits the road this week. They're playing at Merritt Island. And I'll tell you what, a lot of people have been telling me to be aware of these Brevard County teams against Glade Central. But as long as these teams don't have Coco on their chest, I'm not too concerned. Glade Central is going to just continue to get those quick jabs, 2 or 3 plays. Just ask Dwyer. Those big plays are what make Glade Central such a tough team to beat. You have to keep them down for 4 entire quarters, 48 minutes. Merritt Island is a control-the-clock kind of team. They're going to try to have a lot of possession and just keep Glade Central's offense off the field. But when you don't stop those big plays from Will Likely and Jamie Wilson and Aaron Baker, and the list just keeps going on and on and on, it's tough to stop them. So I'm going to take Glade Central on the road, 30-10.
Finally, what a game here. This is one of the best rivalries in the state of Florida. Jupiter Christian at Glades Day in the Class 2A Regional Finals. These two teams are going to get it going for the 3rd straight year in a row in this game. Obviously, if you don't know the recent history, Glades Day, 2 straight championships. They beat Jupiter Christian in this round to get there both times. And Kelvin Taylor was the big factor in those 2 games. He's going to be a huge factor again, as he was in their meeting earlier in the season when Jupiter Christian lost in overtime. This game could go to overtime too, but of course for Jupiter Christian, that's just going to mean they're going to have more opportunities to stop Kelvin Taylor, which is something they really don't want to do. They want to try to keep him off the field. So it's either stop Taylor or outscore him. I think you have to go with Glades Day here. They've won the last 2 playoff games between the teams. They could win the 3rd, so I'm going to take Glades Day at home, 38-35.
That's it. We're closing the playbook. Make sure you find us on Facebook by searching PB Game Time, and as always, follow us on Twitter for up-to-the-minute news and updates on your teams.
Be sure to check out pbgametime.com all week as we break down every single playoff game with area implications. And be sure to check out pbgametime.com after the games for all the scores and updates. See you later, everybody. And happy Thanksgiving.
I'm a flapper. Oh.